What's up guys, it's Captain's Production 72 with a weekly update on the secondary channel. The thing that I'm very bad at doing because guess what? Sheer incompetence is the name of the game on this YouTube channel, apparently. So we have our, at this point, I don't know why they're called weekly because they never seem to be weekly updates, but let's get on with the update. But first we close window. But yeah, here's the weekly update. Today is the 10th of April. So yeah, I didn't do one of these last Sunday. I do apologise, but let's get into the updates. We have 14 points, so this is more than likely going to be one of the longer ones, because I do have some things to show and things to point out. You know, given it's been 2 weeks, let's get into point number 1. What happened the last 2 weeks? Well, the last 2 weeks has kind of been, one of the weeks has been extremely lazy, if I'm being completely honest. The first week was really just, business as usual, in college, in work, just doing what I normally do in a week. Nothing really much changed. I actually went well over a week without making any YouTube video on the main channel, which I was meant to review a set and then I didn't review the set. I put it off, and did it 2 weeks later, so technically it was nearly 2 weeks without a video, which wasn't great, though I did it. Do my April update, so in fact this is the first one of these of April, I think. Oh yeah, the first video of April, I think. Yeah, this is the first one we're doing in April, so welcome to that. Week 2, I've been on Easter holidays, I still have another week or so left, which is fun. Basically, I'm on holiday from college, but obviously not from work, so like, hey, I'm still working and nothing's changing there, I'm, still going out and doing all that. Let's go to point number 2. So, point number 2, the main channel. So, the main channel has been trying to get some content. I reviewed 2 sets from 2008, those battle packs, the Rebel one and the Imperial one. But I've also done an update. The problem is it's trying to do Figure Friday. I've not done one in over a month. And it begins to annoy me, because I'm trying to get those out, and I just can't. The most recent one was meant to be this 2016, but with it, I just can't seem to get it to work out. Oh, so I found this while cleaning out a cupboard, but we'll get into this. It's a sealed A-Wing polybag from like 2 years ago. Fun. So yeah, I do plan to do some more things. Basically what I'm doing on Tuesdays is until I get some new Lego sets, which should be soon, I'm just doing some retro reviews because I can't really review my Death Star, to be honest. It's just not an easy thing to go and do a review of. It's a bit awkward, if that makes sense. Like, if you own the set, you'll know how big it is, and you'll know how difficult that would be for me to find more space to review. Point number 3 is cover videos. So, main channel, I'll kind of just give you the gist. This channel, well, it's whenever we get, I did want to do talking about reviews of new sets. I'm just struggling to do so. As by the time I'm like, oh wait, yeah, I've got the time to do this, it's kind of pointless because everyone's seen it, and my 2 cents on this, yeah, I've got what it's called, my 2 cents on the subject, instantly worthless, basically. So, yeah. At some point this week, I'd like to at least try and do more videos. I think the last thing I made was probably the video showing me everything I bought in March, everything I bought so far in 2020, so if I buy anything this month, which I actually haven't so far, you'll get an April edition of that. I don't know, we just need to find a series or something we can do on this channel to produce content. The next point is my display, which has changed. So all this here has been reorganised. We've still got that thing kicking about. Surprisingly not demolished it yet. So some of these stuff from Republic, that's just miscellaneous things, notebooks, and I'm sorry about my nose. And then here is where I got some bags of parts on top, and also I keep all my non-Star Wars minifigures in bags in that box. Coming along here, up here, you'll notice the minifigure drawers, gone there, disappeared. Absolutely gone. Instead, I have a book open, which happens to have ATTEs on it, and some stuff I have to get rid of. So that's kind of fun. Come along here, this is where the genius is, at least in my opinion. So we have the minifigure drawers. So here on top we have some badges and a baseball. Now you may notice, where's the labels? Simple, these labels on these ones never came off. They were always like, they've been on there for a year, never come off. Problem with these, they would fall off constantly. So they're still the same. You can kind of tell by looking in which movie they are, plus they're in order still. Like, some of them are extremely obvious. And here also we have, like, kind of non-canon kind of stuff, sequel era, Mandalorian stuff. This is where I decided to put my Master Chief that I got at Comic Con last month and my R2D2. The gap just happened to be the ideal gap to fit him in. I was like, perfect, this actually works really well. Plus, I did adjust the shelf, so it is like the biggest gap in out of all these shelves, but it's ideal. Because also, if you look, these shelves are adjustable, they have little holes in the pegs, but very happy with this system. Moving up, we just got the separate stuff here, which is one of the smaller shelves. There's two that are like that. Here's just my Rebel section. Our Rebel Alliance got X-Wings, Dracos, Falcon. Here's Hoth, which is also another small one, but so because Hoth is technically the equal bases in a cave, this actually works quite well for it. I like this look. Here we have Tatooine, which you'll not notice there's some sets that you won't see on these shelves. There will be a point explaining, hey, where did they go? I like this, I've got that on top of there. That's going back to something I used to do in my previous room. But yeah, just got all the Tatooine based stuff. You've got some room for some new sets in some areas once I get some. Also here we have Republic. There'll be a point talking about Clone Army building at some point. Up here we have the Empire, which has changed quite a bit. You can even see a bit of this Wave 1, then we'll get into that. But yeah, got the Death Star up here, which is still like insane to think that, you know. But yeah, this briefly was not this. It was actually Return of the Jedi. Up until probably earlier today until I changed it. Come here with this one's a bit more random. So we have the 2019 Wave 1 of Dual Mustafar, Dual Mandalore, and a planets. This one's a bit more random, to be completely honest. Coming along here has even changed. The 2012 boxes are gone. I'll show you where they went. This one's a bit random. I still need to kind of sort, so I'm using that cup to store pens, but I quite like what I've got going on here. Over here we got Twilight. Just got two random sets, to be honest, that I don't know what I'm doing with those yet. Striker, because it wouldn't fit up there with the Imperial stuff, and just kind of random, a bit more miscellaneous. Alright then, next point. Set storage. So, as you know, I've got Lego sets, and I think I've talked recently about storing some away because I don't have room, or rather have certain versions of sets out than other versions. So let me show you what I've been doing. So until I figure out a more permanent solution, I've been doing this. Let's get the bag onto the bed and I'll show you a bit better. So here's the point. I've got all these bags now. When I bought the Death Star, I cut all these and I thought I could actually use it. I've got hundreds of these things basically going on. And basically say I've got a set, right? Take things like these two here, right? We've got the 2012 Droid Escape Pod and the 2010 Look Land Speeder. Those are my favourite versions of those vehicles. But I also have the 2016 Escape Pod and the 2017 Land Speeder. So I kind of get a little compromise on myself there. I'd keep my favourite, certain things I would only keep my favourite versions of. For instance, I'm planning to buy the 2011 Falcon. When I buy that, this one gets bagged up until, this is not permanent, this is until I have more space or whatever. So like, I'd keep multiple X-Wings out, I'd keep multiple versions of the Snowspeeder out, but things like these, things like a Sandcrawler, or maybe things like Jabba's Palace, would only keep my favourite versions out. And some other sets are in here, so we've got, this is one that has been like this for months. This is getting rebuilt. I've only recently just managed to find the instructions for this. This is the Speed Champions Porsche 911. This is just a bag full of random Star Wars mini sets. You know, like Advent Calendar builds. This one contains the 2017 Look Land Speeder. It might look more accurate, I just like 2010 more. This one contains the 2008 Mini V19 Torrent. The set, it's not that I didn't like it or anything, it's the actual clips have snapped, so I'm either going to find new clips or I could buy one off of eBay. They sell those little things like £5 new and like sealed, so I might just buy one or two for fun. This is the 2016 Droid Escape Pod. Again, they're both good sets, I just like those ones more. I have, and yes, I tried to make a custom build this on the internet. I have 4 speeders and 4 walkers from the 501st sets. Those will have to get rebuilt when I do the army video because I either want them out or I'll just have the bag out and I'll explain. And here's the Bounty Hunter Speeder Battle Pack speeders. This one is a Fun Solo speeder. Some of these sets just didn't match with the displayed anyway. So it's kind of like, yeah, I had to cut out the ones I just feel didn't work for space. This one is quite easy to explain. This is the Death Star Final Duel from 2015. The reason that got bagged up is simple. This Death Star has that throne room, so of course I'd rather have the Death Star one out than have this. But yeah, as time goes on, I'm just gonna have less and less space, and I'm only gonna want to keep my exact favourite versions of certain things out. So and when I get my own place, I can display all versions of everything. Let's go on to the next point. So our next one is the closet. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of sorting. Let me show you guys that. That's a big improvement. So you may notice, yes, there's no more boxes on display. Well, let me show you what's been going on. Finally got all this organised and categorised today. So the top part is used by my family for things, right? But this section here are perfected, at least for me. So this is all kind of storage, things like bricks, and like in here is just white parts, and that one is just miscellaneous. This one I believe is just more random. No, that's tan. Yeah, the point, right? There's things in there, my PS4 box. Got more boxes here. This one has more parts, but behind it you've got all your 20th anniversary boxes. See, in here I kept the boxes for things of either the smaller boxes in here, just for quicker access. Plus, some of these sets I plan to re-review in the future, so I keep them in here. Plus, my favourite boxes, I like to open the door and see them. Here's my favourite parts. We got I just like this bit because you can see the minifigures and instantly tell what set it is. It's the same now. So we got like land speeders, carbalized tank droids, Hoth, battle pack, droid escape pod, pirate tank, battle for Geonosis, Hoth rebel base, Republic attack shuttle. This was one of my favourite boxes, obviously, the 2012 Jabba's Palace box and the 2012 Planet box. This is really cool. So you're probably wondering, yeah, this is not all my boxes. I put a few elsewhere. Let me show you. It's not best, but I'll show you. We've got sets here. We've got. Now, these are not just like single boxes, there's like boxes inside of boxes. Like you can see, there's the Falcon one back there. And you can see I've got a variety of boxes. We've got the Jaguar one. I don't plan to ever really use these boxes, but it's better than throwing them out, so it's like very convenient. Next point. Alright, so our next point is summer sets. Now, this kind of links into the whole Clone Army thing I was talking about. Summer sets. We've got a lot promised, and a lot of it is Republic. But it says we've got things like Obi-Wan, Starfighter, ATTEs. When do we think we'll get reveals? Well, these are August sets, right? And that's 4 months away. So, I have been thinking though, right? We're going to get the reveals for the Kenobi sets soon as well. Because Kenobi comes out next month, so I think at some point in May or something they will reveal those sets, which will be cool. And obviously it won't be anything to add to the Republic or Clone Army, but it'll be guaranteed it'll be something really cool that's Imperial, that's unique to the show, or something that we can add. But yeah, I'm very excited, especially for the ATTE, because I'm debating buying one, and I don't mind having more one version of that. Just I'm curious to see how cheap that will be, and like if it will drive down the price of other ones. It's just things like that. But let's move on to the next point. Clearing out. So obviously I showed you my whole box storage system in here. That's all looking very nice, but in here there's a lot of stuff. Mostly this box, like I don't need that box because I traded the set. And I don't need all these 501st boxes. Yes, they've been crushed in this bag. I'm going to throw them out. See, I do plan to buy more of those 501st sets, but I don't need the boxes for them. It's like it's a necessary evil. Yes, I'll be going, oh, you shouldn't throw away those boxes, but I don't need them. They were clogging up space. Like, I have just had majorly cleared out in there, and I feel great about it. Very happy that I finally got to go ahead and do that. Our next point is rewatching Clone Wars. Yes, I am rewatching the Clone Wars. I am on. Oh, what am I on? Let me check. Season 1, Episode 7, Duel of the Droids. Been rewatching that. Fun. I know it puts me in the Clone Army mood. Clone Army update. Right. So let's discuss the update on the Clone Army. So as far as the Clone Army goes, that's something to talk about. So what's happening there? It's up to two things, right? Because I might be going to the Lego store in a couple of days, right, on Tuesday. If I do, I'm either going to buy 2 of those 501st battle packs or a couple of the Clone Trooper minifigure packs, right? But if I don't go up there, I'm just going to give myself a budget of 50 in the Lego store. If I don't do that, I will take money from my next pay, make it 200, buy an ATTE or something cool off eBay, something big. I need some more ground vehicles. Most of my Republic seems to be flat ships. I don't know, most of my army is just taken from what's been released in recent years. A lot of the older stuff is a pain to buy, like it's price wise, but that's kind of where we're at. And if I do go get stuff at Lego Store, get myself a 150 budget, probably just buy like an ATDP or something, but something cool like that. Our next point is the whole video coming, when I buy something, which I don't know if it's going to come this month, hopefully, but there will be some haul videos. My thoughts on the new Republic fighter tank. It's not an army builder because of the window, but I'm gonna have to at least buy 2 of the set and then just buy the clone troopers off eBay. Because I think once I'm able to get my hands on those sets, I think I'm gonna stop buying 501st Clone Strike. You look in these drawers, you know I got quite a few of those 501st clones. I think I got 24 of the I got 22 regular ones and then 6. I'm not actually sure. It's quite a big number. How many you would get with 6 of those sets? And eventually I'm going to stop. My idea is I collect the current type of clone. Let's say the 501st ones, but now they're putting these new Mace Windu clones out. I'm going to army build those until the next one comes out. That's kind of going to be my new system. So yeah, great set. And my 13th point is why I do not like the new UCS set coming out. I do not like, even though I've not seen it, I don't like the idea of an Ultimate Collector's Luke Land Speeder for 2022. Now, yeah, I'm not going to go for the argument that we should have a prequel set, because, well, I'm just not, because I'm being logical. The way I see it, we don't need a UCS Luke Land Speeder. Now, I know UCS isn't always minifigure scale, because technically the playset versions would count as that, right? But I just don't feel the need. I feel like you could do something way better. Like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like it's a good swap that's being wasted to be played. As long as I made the 4th promo is something good, I'd be happy. 14th point is new shelves. So this is my shelf. Got one there, and there. Even though I'm decreasing how much Lego's on the shelf and swapping out small models for some of the big cooler ones, I want more shelves. I'm thinking of having one that comes from probably about here, maybe all the way kind of over to here. I'm thinking about getting one of those floating shelves, or maybe just get more of those. But yeah, new shelving is something I'm considering. Something wide enough to display something cool. Because who knows, that might. I was thinking about getting something custom to have the Death Star on, but maybe not. Put the Death Star, it's only real places up there. But yeah, that's been weekly update that I haven't done for 2 weeks. Maybe it's even 3 weeks. But anyway, thanks for watching. I know it's been a long one. If you stayed through the full thing, well done you. Because personally, I wouldn't sit through 20 minutes of me. Thanks for watching. See you throughout the week.